Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
Because all this thing I want to do is clonk your head.
Hello.
Hiya.
How's it going? We're a little bit late, little disaster. Just oh,
Picking
hang
up
on,
the
there's
dog.
one thing I forgot to do. Boop, there we go. Oh, yeah, right. How is everybody doing? All my stuff's gonna ping off now because I'm live. How y'all's doing? Been up to much this week?
We seem out somewhere. Look, which one's which?
Yeah, ignore all of them. Just ignore them.
Oh dear.
I am a little
It's
behind.
not my fault this time. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
How's the chat looking? Should hopefully update. Are you going to update? There we go.
I've just gone to listen to these for about half an hour in the pub before I had to shoot off back.
They can't see it yet, so they don't know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Okay. Look, because he's flicking, clicking, and messing.
I know. Star's desperately trying to get to me, isn't she?
No, that's my left. That's my right.
There we go. You good? Still got to plug you in, yeah.
I don't mind. What you like? What you like?
Auntie
Good
Ange.
job we don't get paid for this. We'd be sacked.
Well, good job we're not working for someone for this, and this is our thing. You mean?
Okay, that one. Because we'd be sacked.
Pretty much. Well, I'm hoping one day I can hire someone who'll save me the time.
I just got to quit nipping the pub because a friend asked me to come and watch these folk songs. So I quick popped into the pub to see them. And I got singing with one of the songs. I don't think this is the song I sang with. One of them it is. Anyway, and then I had to come home and get ready for the podcast. I have non-stop today. Today.
You're right there.
Yeah. I was breaking out a song on Friday.
Always
Go to
break out
my-
the song you do.
I do actually. I'm so sad. I know. Little blues. It nice and breezy there.
Oh, you moved the fan, have you?
Yeah, I had no choice, but it's not on there because
It's off with you.
back noise.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's quite warm today.
So yeah, I got told that this has got to come on first.
Yeah, I asked Auntie Ange if
I
we could
wanted
do
to
this
talk
bit
about
first
head.
because... Yes. I asked Auntie Ange if we could talk about this bit first because I've done some layout thing and I kind of want to get it out, like this thing that I've got up, I want it out of the way. Feel sick. Oh no!
Oh, who's that one?
Pitybug.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh.
bless you. What are your symptoms? By the way.
Yeah.
Come then.
Right, yes. So yeah, we wanted to talk about this bit first because, yeah.
And then we'll do the head. The head.
So,
I hear you now, the
let me just
head.
get the thing up.
Yeah, so listening to
There we
these in the
go.
pubs. And I should actually put the name on, but I've left the leaflet in the car.
Oh, silly Billy. Where was it being done at?
Mama Liz's.
Mama Liz's. Ah. Yeah, so this is what Auntie Ange was seeing today.
We did sing along to it. Oh, there you are. I can name you in the background.
I'm gonna get copyright claimed. So sad.
I did actually. You can hear me singing in the background a little bit. Little bit.
That song brings such sad memories, Mother.
Why?
Oh, I don't think you'd understand. You see... Wait, hang on. Oh,
Breeze country road
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
to the place.
makes me cry.
West Virginia.
I hate it on New Year's Day.
Mountain Mama.
Actually, I realised the song goes, I look through the original one. My Auntie Betty wasn't really my Auntie Betty, had that on a funeral just as the coffin was going. Just at the end of the funeral sort of thing. And yeah.
So it brings sad memories to you then as well.
It always does on New Year's Day. I hate it when I hear it at New Year's Day. I want to cry. New Year's Day, I hate listening to it. That's why I don't like doing New Year's Day in pubs and stuff. Because, like, nobody play it. And then that's it. We had a stressful week, haven't we?
Yeah, I can finally close that now. You want to talk about Star, do you?
Yeah, she had a little fit and somebody waking me up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
so... She'll be awake, but I had a bit... The night before.
Unbelievable, Auntie Ange.
Yes, me and a friend, we did a naughty. We were drinking. Went through a bottle of wine.
Is that a movie? Oh, yeah. So yeah, what I just showed was a movie. It's Kingsman 2, I believe.
We're definitely going to get copyrighted now.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're definitely going to get copyright because of the song. But I don't know about the footage because I did flip it. That's usually how you work around.
Good. That's good then.
But yeah, it's from a movie. The first one's better though. Second one not as good. Third one feels like it has nothing to do with Kingsman.
Third one was just...
It was a huge disappointment. It's basically just a World War One film.
Yes. Yeah.
With a few references.
Oh, but you like that character though, don't you? We fall in love with that character.
Which one?
The one that's just singing. The
one one.
We do like him. I fall in love with them. You just like them because you're a man and you just like where women just fall in love.
You're confusing me, Auntie Ange.
Yeah. No, the bloke, he's a nice character in the film.
Okay.
Women fall in love with him, men tend to like him because he's a bit of a hero.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Right, got it? Understand it?
Yeah, it's a movie as a part, like, I guess the part I didn't show is, so what, I don't know if I should mention it. If you don't mind me spoiling it, just say, and I'll tell you what happens in the scene, why it's a sad scene. But if you'd rather not spoil it, if you're considering watching it, I won't.
And this one, little darling, had a little fit at 7 in the morning.
So it was a few days ago. Not she say 7 in the morning. I think it this morning. So a few days ago, poor little Star. I woke up to see her having a bloody fit again.
It's Friday morning.
Was it Friday? Bloody hell. Yeah. So,
and then.
Hang on, before you carry on, you're rushing ahead. So yeah, woke up 7 in the morning. I see her having a bit of a fit. Blue, come here. I'm getting a little worried again. Trying to I go to Auntie Ange, tell her what's going on. We just comfort her for a bit. We get her some water and a syringe, give her some water. I did a bit of googling, and apparently it's a seizure, and the best you can do is just let it ride and let it pass. But then this is the bit you want it to get to. So
Friday afternoon.
So yeah, just chilling on the sofa.
I was getting ready to go out for my friend's bit to see my friend. Gosh, yeah, you'd say it. Because my friend had a birthday party in the pub, so I was getting ready to go and see her because she's a big 5'0".
Blue, for the love of God, Blue.
It's only pen in the neck.
Pass Star here and pick him up.
And
yes.
So I walked into the kitchen and somebody then says,
Auntie Ange, grab him. He's not going to move. So Auntie Ange is getting ready, and then I'm sitting in the lounge on the sofa with Star, just kind of chilling next to me, and suddenly she starts going into another fit.
So then I go from the kitchen into the lounge to watch her then go into a seizure, which was very, very frightening.
It was quite unpleasant. She looked like she was in pain as well.
Her eyes went big, the jaw opened and locked open, didn't it? And then her arms went out.
So we're rushing to the nearest vet. So there's a few vets around Stamford. The one that we're registered at is right at the other end
of town, and roadworks.
Yeah, and there's loads of roadworks everywhere.
And the roadworks with traffic lights.
Yeah. So roadworks that have the traffic lights that kind of stop you for hours on end. So we went to the nearest one that's like probably about 2-minute drive away. Because it's an emergency. So we go in. The woman's on in the reception on the phone. We stood there for a bit. Then after a few minutes, she says, she's got to go because somebody's coming with an emergency. So that's one thing. She's already acknowledged we're in an emergency and
still made us wait.
And then she says, and she asked if we're registered with them. We said no, but she's an emergency. But then she says, "Oh, you have to go to the vets you're registered with," and it's like,
I was not a happy person.
oh, she was Auntie Ange was furious.
I said, never mind that I phoned you up one night at 2 in the morning and couldn't get
Yeah,
an emergency vet. You now do this as well.
They have a 24-hour emergency service, and when you try to call them for the emergency service, they don't answer. So,
Well, if you remember on our previous podcast.
yeah, we talked about it on one of our other podcasts.
So yes, well, we got something. So she goes in the siege again. She gets a syringe up her bum.
Yeah, so we went to our actual vet. They were sorting us out. They did
Blood test. So we've got to wait for the results back.
yeah, and they gave us something to sort her out. So if she goes into it again, we'll just
We do. We love you too. Are you in
give
for
her
a
a
while? So I can
syringe.
put Blue down.
Yeah, I'm done for now.
very well. So yeah, but it was really annoying the first vets because like you're gonna get the money anyway. I don't get what being registered makes a difference for. Like, you're still gonna do the same thing to the dog that any other vet would do.
And you're gonna get paid.
You're gonna offer the same service. You're gonna get paid. So I don't get why they had to be so awkward about it.
Yep. So that's that one. That's that one. You'll plug in.
Well, we definitely know, even though we're closer
Right.
to it, it's not to register it because they've just proven that they're
I
useless.
know, yeah, but I've also since then I've heard not a good report about them as well, so it did us a favour. Anyway, do you want the head thing?
Go on, then.
I've got to do it before 6:30 because somebody I asked to get it how to do it. This is make sure you do it before
All right,
6.
so this is Auntie Ange about
Make
head.
sure you do it all 6. Right, are you ready for this?
Go on then.
Oh, it's going to be double whammy hard for you as well. Your headphones.
Oh.
Da, da, da!
Oh no. Go on then.
Are you ready? You have to put your head, poke your head through this without ripping it. Can you do it? I was supposed to do it to you a few weeks ago and I kept forgetting.
Okay then. Well, you want me to do this, do you? It's not good. This is just me being reborn. No, I'm definitely going to rip it. I can't even get the first stage of my... Look at this. This is how far it goes
Shall
on
we
my
show
face.
how I did it?
Oh, wait, hang on. Do you do it through the top? Is it the top
It's going to
that
be
you
even
do?
harder for you because of your headphones.
Because headphones.
Do you want me to show you how I managed to do it?
Go on then, Auntie
Are you
Ange.
sure?
Yeah, go on.
Or should I let you try a little bit longer?
No, go on, because I'll rip
So
it.
you've got to poke your head through this. Are you ready? A friend did it to me, and I was going like this. Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it, Dad. He said, "Shall I do it?" I went, "Yeah," and he went, I got to do that on the podcast," and then 3 weeks later, I forgot. Look, poke your head, get it?
She's broken now.
Oh, I like that one. Somebody says to me, "What are you talking about your podcast?" I go, "Oh, anything and everything."
I think this is one of the things where it's the last straw. I think we should kick Auntie Ange off the podcast now.
No, it's bad enough when you take me off. Don't need that. You get it? Poke your head. Poke it. Poke it. When I said, say head, talk about head, it was like, Auntie Ange.
I was like, Auntie Ange, you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. We might get more views that way.
Well, so far we've got the least views that we've ever had.
No. Oh, bless. Oh, well, life's a bitch. Then you die. Always look on the bright side. Tank is so we really will be in trouble on this one. Anyway, next topic.
But you're making a mess in my office. So, yeah, you wanted to talk about your flowers.
I had another get together last night for my belated birthday. Look what one of my friends got me. Beautiful.
Bring it a bit more. There you go.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? That's about which they're coming out, opening up now. And then my other friend got me a Buddhist, so she's blessed it and everything.
A Buddha.
A Buddha. Thank you. That's outside at the moment because I've got to tidy up the house and
Give me that. I can do this. the circle.
Yeah. You got to cut an egg shape out of A4 paper, and then you go around your friends, and then you turn around and say, see if you can put your head. And you have to weigh it right, so it looks like your head could fit through it. It's that illusion. And then I was telling my friend when I asked him about
poke
it.
your head through this.
Yeah, poke your head through this. And he was laughing his head off. He said, I've got to watch it before make sure you do it before 6:30. So I've done it before 6:30. So I'll soon find out if he's laughing or not.
But also, because poke your head through it, it might, the way it's said might be different in other countries, you see. Because like they have their own versions of slang, because technically it's slang.
Yeah. So find out what you do when you poke your head.
Yeah, so
and then tell us what slang is.
You probably understand.
The same.
You probably understand, but as you say, poke your head through as in you poke it or something. But then it literally poking your head. I guess you'll find a better way to word it in your language. Your mug's invisible.
Cows, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the background is, yeah.
Yeah, because it's green. It's like a greeny blue.
Cows, eh?
So yeah, you had your flowers off your friend as well.
Yep, I've done the poke the head with you. I've had to send a friend apology that we haven't got there this afternoon, but then I've not stopped today.
Yeah. So
we've done that. Talked about stressful with our little baby.
Yeah, poor Star.
And the other one is a bit of DIY. I want to go on my pudding yet and see if anybody spotted it, and then share it on my Twitter account.
Yeah. Go on then. Talk about the DIY.
Have you got the photograph through?
Oh, yes.
Did you forget? Itchy nose, sign of a row. You're a pain in the arse. Done my row now.
Your photo sucks.
You're a horrible child.
Did you want to talk about it before we get the photo up, and then you?
Well, yes, I made a bet a couple of years ago with a friend. No, not a friend. It's somebody I worked for. Before we went into lockdown and everything, and I said to him, because he's in a cottage and he's got this awkward shape. I used to work for him, and I turned around and I said, I can do you a wardrobe, but it ain't going to be a proper wardrobe with doors and all that. It's just going to be box thing with a rail across it, padding at the back to secure it. He says, you won't be able to do that because you can't DIY. I went, yes, I can, because it's a simple thing. Because I did that. What I did with my previous wardrobe was kept the sides, and me and another friend brought the wood at the bottom at the top, and we were driving in the snow with this wood on top of our car. His hand out on one, Keith, my hand out on the other, and I was driving.
So you both. So if you do it your side, so if you do it with your arm, like the other side, and
I was driving.
Yeah, no, but pretend it's the other way around. So basically, you're kind of like that, holding this thing down on your roof.
Keith was on the other one.
Yeah.
And then it started snowing on us.
Oh, I bet your fingers didn't like that.
No, it didn't. And it was from the Argos end, the DIY shops where you go for the car stuff, and then all the way to Essex Road where we used to live. So yeah, our little fingers are caught. And then one day I was in another shop in Harrison Dunn with a big pole. One of the beam things, and I come out with it on my shoulder, and as I turned, this person ducked his head, and I went, Keith, what are you laughing at? He says, you didn't realise what you did you? I went, no, what are you on about? He says, when you swung round, the bloke ducked. He says, you are lethal, absolutely lethal. So yeah, it's never a dull moment with me. To be honest, it isn't. Even when I'm on a downer, it's not a dull moment.
Auntie Ange taught me DIY. It's funny because when I was at my uni house, I was basically the handyman fixing like the loose pipes and everything, because like we'd have like leaky taps or stuff like that, and so I come down with my toolkit that because they don't have it. I gave you
mini tools, didn't I?
Yeah,
packed with mini tools.
And when I went to uni as well, I also bought that multi screwdriver kit. Like one of the first things I did when I got there was go to shop, get myself stuff like that to help me out. But yeah, so I come down with a little toolkit, and I'm just kind of fixing stuff up around the house every now and then. I did it here as well. The moment we moved here, I was messing with the hinges and doors.
Yes, and he also went, which I couldn't understand when I always say tape. How much drill did you need? And don't get past that tape, and he goes, shoom, and he's gone straight through two walls and missed the radiator about that much.
Story. She's on about when I did the desk, when I put this desk up.
Was it this one or was it the other one?
It's this one. It's the hole that's there.
I've covered the hole at the other end now. Yeah, when he says
It was,
I've gone through it, I'm like, well, what part of didn't
It was
you
late in the
learn
evening. It was late in
to
the...
put tape round it?
I know that trick.
I
but
know, but you forgot it.
It doesn't always work as well. Sometimes the tape rolls up. But our new drill's got that ruler, hasn't it? So we don't have to worry about that in future.
Yeah, so anyway.
But yeah, so yes, I do DIY, but also this was late at night. It was quite a few hours of me setting up the desk.
And I'm a great believer, if things aren't working out right, stop. Take time out, go back to it later, or go back to the next day. Oh no, not stroppy pants. Stroppy pants is like, I want to get it out.
I like to get stuff done and out of the way.
And when you like that, right? When you like that, you do more accidents.
I like to get stuff done and out of the way because I wanted to get my desk set up with the desk that we're at now. I wanted to get it all set up, ready, so then the next day I can just get straight on with work. I should make fixing service one of your production services.
I should do. That's what I try to do with Auntie Ange Life Hacks. Anyway, so I went to go and get some wood. Realised, because I was going to get some nice wood.
Oh, this is for the thing you're doing
the
today.
The wardrobe, yeah. And the wood worked out to be like really expensive. And even that was last year. So it's going to be...
before you carry on, I should probably throw a bit of context. So Auntie Ange has been tasked to put something together. Which has been done today, a wardrobe, yeah. It's for someone's house, wasn't it, or something?
Yes, it's for a bloke that I used to work for. But even though I'm not there, he's had a stroke and he's coming home, and I still want to put in this wardrobe up.
Yeah.
But because the wood has gone more in price for what we want to do, a little box thing. So another friend of mine was saying, why didn't you get a wardrobe? I said, well, you can't really do a bedroom because a wardrobe because his walls are out because of it being a cottage. And then I thought, well, hey, why don't I go and get a second-hand wardrobe that's got the pine look, cut it what I need it to do, and then chop it down. So today I've been asking loads of my male friends, have you got a
give it the
circular
Frankenstein
sword?
treatment?
Because I can't find mine. Yes. So, and I've been going around to everybody going, have you got a circle sword? And they're going, yeah, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I needed it today. I can't find mine. My circle sword, yeah, because we've got one, haven't we?
I think so. I just don't know where it is.
No, I don't. And my shed, because I was only supposed to be living here temporary, so I've put it on planks of wood, on scaffolding. So my shed is shrinking into the ground.
Yeah.
So when you try and get in my shed, it's like...
trying to get the door open.
And then you've got to cut...
When it comes to it, we might have to take it off the hinges.
I've just... No,
and just lean the door like to keep the rain out.
That's a good idea. I've got to get in there, straighten up again anyway.
Because if we don't do that, and we're trying to get in and out, we're tearing away at the bottom.
And I need it again. And then, if we haven't moved by next year, we're just going to have to pick it up and redo everything again. Where if we move, we could just get some land, get some turf and just put it over the wood. Just put it over the wood.
So right now, you're Auntie Angenstein, and the wardrobe is your Auntie Angenstein's monster.
Yeah, so I got this wardrobe, picked it up today, nearly teared the inside of my car, which I wasn't happy. This female helped me.
Should I get the photo up?
Yeah, and this is what it looks like at the back of my car. So I have drove a fair bit, 15 minutes to get to this person's house with my car like that. So I've been really driving.
You've not even had any rope or anything. You've got some in the shed, haven't you?
No, I've got some in the car somewhere. Just couldn't be bothered. I was hot. I said to them, can I dismantle the wardrobe? Because I need it dismantled. Because I know I'm chopping it all down anyway. So I didn't need it to be like that. But I didn't want them to tell them it's going to be like that. Yeah. So I got there with my tools and I'm like... And they helped me. This lady's quite tall. So she was great for her. Because she was on top just doing all the bits. And she's like me. DIY-y kind of thing. And we can't. That's why we need to get one of my mullets to...
Oh, yeah.
And then if we saw in because what I'm going to have to do is the doors. Yeah. My doors, I might have them at the side and have the long pieces of wood at the top. I should point that way, shouldn't I? The long pieces at the top.
No, you can point, like, pretend you're pointing at the image. Like
I might use the doors for the top bit and the bottom bit, so it gives it that length a little bit longer, because it's not long as what I want it to do. Well, we'll have a look when we get there. I've told them I'll treat them to McDonald's. So when we finish the podcast, we'll be grabbing the bits of tools and going there. And then, you can't do it. I'll be doing it.
I can one-hand it.
You can most probably support it when I'm chopping into places.
It's because my arm's still buggered. I can't move it still.
Yeah, but I can DIY. I just need some people.
You can DIY. We got Callum who can also DIY. Except for what he did with your table recently.
Oh, we'll tell him that. We'll tell him that in a minute,
we'll
right?
And then me that I can't do anything right now.
I will be looking to see what I can do with that. And it cost me £15 a wardrobe. I'll get the money back off the person. But it's cost £15, cheaper than buying the board. And it doesn't matter if it's temporary. It's just in his room. It will look nicer than these metal things he's got clothes in it. It'll be nice and straight. And it'll do temporary. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, sounds good.
And do you know what? I might go back with cardboards later and just make like a cardboard shelf next to it and just dump his shoes in it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So Callum.
Yes, he had a stroke and went in the coma.
Well, Callum didn't. The person you're doing the wardrobe for is. But yeah, Callum and the table. So.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to take things back a little bit. So a while back.
I need to have a coffee table.
Wait. We'll get there, but we'll get there. We're going to go even further back.
Yeah, it was my original coffee table.
No. We're going further back than that.
Okay then.
So,
when you made a bedroom, when you made a desk for your bedroom.
Yes.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So a long time ago, I wasn't in this room. This room was occupied by someone else at the time.
Called Little Toe Rag Katie.
But since she left, I took over without hesitation. Originally I used to be in a smaller bedroom. I mean, I still have the small bedroom, but I used to also have my office in there. So I'd have this bed that takes up...
Yes, and as soon as you make most money, I want office money.
Yeah. So I have a bed that takes up about, 95% of the room?
Yeah.
And the 5% was my little desk that we made ourselves. Like, we got a wood from the shop, didn't we? Cut it into three.
Scaffolding wood.
Yeah. Scaffolding wood, cut it into three, stabilised it.
By putting a strip underneath it.
Yeah, like strips of wood underneath. And that was my desk for a while. We even got a leg from IKEA, didn't we? Like a metal leg, because it was put up against the wall, and then one leg to stabilise the corner. So and that was my desk for a while. You'll actually see it in...
Callum's got a worktop for his desk.
Yeah, well,
we
can talk about
well.
that in a bit as well, actually. So, what was it? Yeah, that was my desk for a while. You can actually see it if you go to Mindstorm Gaming and check out my older Minecraft videos, like part 1, part 2, etc. You can actually see it in the background. That's where I was set up for a while. And then when Katie left, I wanted to take over. Lara wanted the room at the time, didn't she? But I was adamant, like, I had to. I could not do a smaller desk anymore. Especially when I kept bumping my elbow and hurting myself a lot and scraping the wall with my chair. So I think it was kind of important that I had the space.
We knew she wasn't going to be around for long then, would she?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we kind of knew she'd probably part for not too long. So I took all the bedroom stuff in here and moved it to the small room, and then moved my bed and everything here. You were not happy though, were you? I like to just kind of get on with stuff, so I kind of did it anyway, and I was determined to get this room. So I set up, and I wanted to move my office in here. So one of the things we had to do was use the old coffee table.
Well, the drawers, because my coffee table, you've got a lift-up lid. You put all your DVDs in, and some drawers at the side.
Yeah.
And the drawers at the side all broke apart, and they couldn't fix them again.
The whole thing just collapsed, didn't it?
MDF sort of stuff, you can't really fix.
Yeah,
Once it's gone.
So Auntie Ange's had this reasonably sized coffee table. It was pretty good. It's got nice wood and stuff, but it's very old, and like what we put in there was way too heavy. So over time, like the whole thing has collapsed. Even the wood that you've put in the middle, I think, started bending.
I'll do a tube next time. Tube is better.
Yes, because circular is more stable. Yeah, so it, as you said, it lifts up and also has a drawer at the side, and it's just starting to collapse. And one of the hinges was broken, wasn't it?
Oh, it's come away at the sides as well.
Yeah. So I think we're kind of trying to shorten things down in the downstairs, weren't we? And I asked Auntie Ange if I could use the. I think it was partly your suggestion as well.
The table lid of it.
Yeah. So using the lid for the coffee table to lift up and down, use that as a desk. So that's what I did. I've done that now. It's about 105 centimetres.
So then what we did, because I got a weavy basket with photographs in it, we brought that downstairs.
Yeah, so we took... What was that?
His desk.
Yeah, so my old desk, the three
Which is
planks of wood.
scaffolding wood.
Yeah, the 3 planks. We've used that as the top of the...
On top of the basket, as to use as a coffee table. Cause
and the basket was basically just holding it up. But the downside was that it was unstable, wasn't it? Like if you put something too heavy on it, it will tilt and things will fall. If you knock it, everything will just throw off.
So,
and some people kind of like to put their feet on there, don't they? So it tips.
So somebody, I don't know if it's this one or the other one,
Callum
decided they want legs on it.
Yeah, I mean, like, because me and Callum talked about it for a while, but Callum kind of went ahead
with
naturally.
my scrap wood.
Yeah, using scrap
I have
wood
loads
that
of
we've
scrap
got.
wood.
So he went out. He measured everything, but he measured the from the table to the floor while it was sitting on the basket. So and the thing is, the basket isn't even anyway on its own. So yeah, and also because it's carpet he's measuring against. But also the desk itself wasn't completely flat, so the desk I was working on had like lots of uneven lumps.
So what they've done, it's the front part of it, legs look cracked. Behind it,
Yeah.
put 2 planks
So-
of wood under the leg.
You know, that was my suggestion. That was that. So when
I don't know
Callum,
why they just don't take the...
because it'll make it too low then.
Okay.
So when Callum measured the legs, 2 of them are the same size and they're fine. The 2 at the back are 2 different sizes. So when we put it on and we stood it up, it was just dunk, 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 dunk. So I looked at the spare bits of wood that were laying around. I said to Callum, I think I have an idea. So I took the wood, put it underneath, and it stabilised better. I was like, it's like when you get a coaster and shove it under a wonky table or something like that.
Yeah.
So we did that and we're like, yep, that works. So we then drilled that in, and then the other leg was still too short. So we had to get 2 extra bits of wood laying flat.
I think it took me about 3 weeks to realise what you did.
Yeah.
I think I
We
sat
just
on the
drilled that up.
carpet and I looked and I went, you've wedged it up with 2 planks of wood. It's a good job I'm a mum that doesn't really get too stressed
But
out.
luckily it's just scrap wood, because that's something we can always take apart if you wanted to fix it up nicer. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, so we've had to kind of coast to the bloody table.
You might have put a picture on here actually.
Oh, yeah,
dear.
I should probably
I'm
get
sort
rid
of
of that now.
like, it's a good job I'm so laid back, innit?
But yeah, it was quite funny to have that. But it's
And
definitely
the
more
reason why I'm not
sturdy
stressed
now.
about certain things because I'm going, we're moving. Should we?
Yeah, we should hopefully be moving soon. We're trying. We've had so many close calls to move, and then they've backfired on us. But yeah, and also like there was a bit because I said to Caino, I said it's going to be quite wobbly because when we first put legs on, it wobbled a lot, really badly. So I said, I got an idea. Get this wood. We'll put it against the legs. We'll drill it in these 2 sections. It should solidify it. The moment we did that, you can't even budge the table anymore. It is perfect in place because smart. So yeah, appearance of fixed furniture doesn't matter as long as it works. Exactly. Yeah, if it works, it works.
I was actually discussing with somebody that I want to pinch their son for a fixing thing. Oh, sorry, Blue, I wasn't going to too near you. I was just trying to stretch my foot out a bit. and I was going to ask you to do it, and then, but he's like, no, my son can't hang units in the kitchen, and so.
Yeah, the thing is because I'm getting really busy now, aren't I? So.
Yeah, but I was thinking of doing this project. I'll try again another day. But yes, it was to do with DIY.
I mean, like, if out of all the choices Auntie Ange could have, I would obviously be the better choice. But unfortunately, I'm getting a bit busy, and there's been quite a lot of years that I've done stuff for people for free, and that ends now because I'm too busy.
Except for today. That would be it.
Well, I'm getting a McDonald's out of it. That I'll take. I'll take that. But yeah, because a lot of times Auntie Ange used to volunteer me to do stuff for favours for people.
Yeah, but I've stopped doing them myself a little bit as well now.
Yeah, so you start. Yeah. Yeah, so just a bit of content.
Tapping the roses.
Just smelling the roses from your hands. But yeah, I'm just getting a bit of context. So yeah, like a long time ago, like whenever somebody needed something doing, Auntie Ange would be like, "Oh yeah, well I can get my son to do it," and then I'll come along, I'll do it,
and then pain in the arse to do it.
And then sometime down the line, the person we did the favour for ends up being a douchebag in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, I've done quite a lot of things for helping people out. This one woman get a swap. I helped sort that out. I helped her move because she did not do anything. I helped clean her house because she was filthy. She was a single
Two people
mum.
we've helped move, and
yeah. The other one did, and the other one went off with. Let me tell you about one of them. Helped to move. So the son wasn't doing anything. Didn't pack anything up. I helped to clean, moved. Then the next day I got up to take her to go to Nottingham with her to pick some kitchens up because she was putting another second-hand kitchen in. And then Monday, I was absolutely exhausted because guess what? I was working really, really hard at the time. Then she had a go at me because I was 10 minutes late from picking her up from Deeping when she dropped the van back. I rolled out of bed on my day off. Never mind that I did all that and missed one of my race meetings. And then when I needed her help, because my car went in the river, and I needed her help, she let me down. All she had to do was pick me up from this job, and she let me down. That's douchebag number one.
Person A or one.
And douchebag number two has gone off with a famous status quo drummer, who was my friend, and I helped her move. I also was at the hospital all day with his daughter. I took him to an emergency hospital, stayed there all night so I can bring them both home. Got me a cheap bunch of flowers from a fucking petrol station. Nearly swore then. You know, and not a really much thank you, and they turned nasty on me. Yeah, well done status quo drummer. Well done, thank you.
Yeah. Then there's that old woman who's a miserable, nasty person.
Oh, Dragon Features.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't cope with her anymore.
Was it me and Callum paint a fence, wasn't it?
Paint a fence, and she was awful. And yeah, I was kind to her because she was in her 90s.
You even had me do a printer for her too, didn't you?
And she was just horrible for 2 me in the end. I said, do you know what, I can't work for you. You know when you go through life and sometimes life makes you a bit fed up with the world and you're going in there, and this one particular day I got up and I actually felt really happy and jolly, and I walked into her bungalow and she was vile. Absolutely vile. I mean, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I cannot work for horrible people. And walked out and yeah, I'm quite normally there. But I think what frightened me is what she did to a previous person. Because this previous one was cleaning for her. Then they were moving back to Birmingham, and she was accused. She used to take her shopping. That's neighbour's dog. And she then had the police out on her, accused her of stealing her shopping. And this girl was absolutely really devastated that she could do this. And I think that's the bit that frightened me off her. So, yeah.
And there's
loads the experience of horrible people I have.
There's loads of other people that Auntie Ange has had me do stuff for that turn out to be horrible. Call you neighbour then. But yeah, like as I've been slowly getting more and more serious into this, a little while back now, probably a few years ago now, I said to Auntie Ange, like, look.
Hi, Rick, by the way.
Yeah, hey, Rick.
I have missed
It's been
you.
a while. Yeah, Auntie Ange has missed you.
He got COVID, I think, the other week. I think it's done it on one of his
Really?
podcasts, and I was supposed to
Oh.
watch it.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that, actually,
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, I said to Auntie Ange, look, you can't have me doing these favours for people anymore. Like, we've had enough. I've got my own stuff to do. Everything I want to do keeps getting pushed behind because I'm doing this for stuff for other people. I'm not getting paid for it. I've had enough of doing stuff for these people now, and they turn out to be douchebags in the end anyway. So I think it's time
to. I've got some nice
to.
people around me as
You
well.
got some, but even then, still, like, you know, I've set that standard now.
What's that? Nobody knows.
Nobody you know is as bad as a person as our horrible president.
Oh, no comment. I tell you what's worse though, Canada. Canada's even worse. I can't stand that bloke.
Yeah.
I really cannot stand him.
Anyway, so yeah, I said to Auntie Angela, look, I don't want to do stuff for people anymore because I'm getting nothing out of it. They end up being horrible in the end. It's wasting my time. It's wasting your time. It's just not worth it anymore. But then also, like, with just people in general, it's like unless there's some kind of benefit out of it, there's no. If I'm not getting anything out of it, there's no point in me trying. Grow a garden, give food to retirement homes.
If we had a garden like you have, Lovey, I would. But we don't have a garden like you have. My garden's massive. Have you seen it?
I've seen a glimpse.
I've seen him watching growing some stuff the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about his chickens.
Ah.
Oh.
I've seen a glimpse of your stuff, Rick. Yeah, so that's it. Like, it's just like we got to stop doing stuff for people.
Yes, no, you said.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, next part. We built a desk for Callum, didn't we?
Yes.
Made that out of I think it was other legs from IKEA as well, wasn't it? And also a couple worktops. And some drawers as well. So we've got put drawers on the end. Got a few legs to kind of keep it stabilised, and it's an L-shaped desk, about 3 meters on one side, and 1.5 meters on the other.
Yes, actually, Rick, if you watch one of our podcasts where it says cancellation, you find that I'm a town councillor.
Yeah, so she's kind of semi in that in that field.
And I'm all sort of like already had a complaint about me.
Oh yeah, the complaint.
But you can look at it and watch it on council. What's it? Council thingy we did it on.
I can't remember. I know it was a few
What do you call
podcasts
it?
ago.
Council what? Council culture.
Is it council called?
Yes,
I
it's
guess
on there.
like there's that. Yeah, I
on
think we
there.
probably said that. Yeah, I think it's called council.
It is on there,
culture.
yes. And I had a meeting on Tuesday, and I kind of lost my rag because I wanted to say something that was going on. And I said, no, that person doesn't know. Our councillors come forward proposing this.
I think you already mentioned that all in the podcast.
No, it happened this Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the meeting was this Tuesday gone.
Oh.
And I said, no, that's the other one. I said, our councillor only suggested this, but because all I want to say was, the person doesn't know the councillor come forward to say this, I got shut down by the chairman. And that's all I wanted to say, but he goes, we're changing da-da-da. And I went, hold on, let me just have a little speak. And I went, I don't give a sugar honey iced tea like this. And
Yeah,
he was
ripped into him in the end. Good. Council people are the best people.
I'm not what they call.
Are you being? Wait, hang on. Is Rick being? No.
He's being sarcastic.
Are you? Are you being sarcastic or being serious on this bit?
We do know a bit more about law enforcement and stuff like that because the council.
Actually, more involved in it.
Yeah, and.
I guess, but the fact that they're still incompetent idiots.
Some of them are. Some of them don't have a clue. I mean, they might be better in America than us. Some of them don't have a clue. I sit there many times thinking, they don't realise they work under a law. The things we come up with is got sections, laws, and bills, and this. I don't know.
How about make service at my son do whatever for customer for some monies per hour. I mean, technically, I do that. So like when I get asked, it's like, well, am I going to get paid for it? So like, am I going to get paid or not? Because I'm not doing it for free anymore. It's like when I did land.
I like doing my podcasts and stuff.
It's like
and I don't get paid neither being a town councillor, and because we have 3 sections. We have Lincolnshire County Council, we have SKDC Council, and then you've got your town / parish council. and your town, your SKDC and your Lincolnshire Council, they get paid where I don't. So when people start bitch biting at me, oh, you get paid, I go, no, I don't. Well, you claim expenses. Well, they're there, but I don't claim them.
But you don't have to, yeah.
Because you don't have to, and it's pointless put the paperwork in. It's a pain in the arse, so I don't bother. And then actually, sometimes I think, well, people should claim for giving it a little bit of the time with the expenses, with the fuel and stuff.
I've said to you, haven't I? I said if the council want to start giving that kind of abuse, they pay you for it. That's it.
But I won't. I'm a town councillor. If you stand up there and you give me abuse, I won't go, okay, I'm so sorry. I go, sling your rock, and they don't like that. I don't bow down.
Auntie Ange likes to challenge the Karens and the man Karens.
I do. I like to put them in the place if they start.
But just quick back to the desk. We haven't finished. The desk is in the corner of his room, so like you don't really. Yeah, it's nice and big. It takes up almost the whole wall on one side, doesn't it? And it's good for him. I wish I had that kind of desk, though, to be honest.
Well, you would have done if you shared the rooms, but you didn't.
Well, yeah,
the girls abandoned me when you
yeah,
come
we
home,
originally. I was originally going to share rooms with my brother, and the desk was built so we can both sit on it. But that's kind of changed, and now he just kind of he has it for his girlfriend now, though, doesn't he? Yeah, for him and Romy.
Oh dear, yes. Selfish guy.
Rick says, do a filibuster until they take your side. You know what that is, yeah?
No.
Right,
You have to tell me in a minute.
I had to look it up. There you go. A round desk can save you some pain. Sorry, it was just against the wall. But yeah, I'm hoping I can once if we do move house, I'm hoping I can take my brother's desk. Once I get a bigger desk, I'll be unstoppable.
Oh, here we go again. Oh,
this has done all right so far. This is done what we've done here.
I know a few people that have come in. They've gone, "Oh God, isn't it so tiny here?"
Yeah, they don't realise how you guys probably don't realise how small this space is. It does the job. Like I can fit a monitor there, a monitor over here, and I've got my TV up there. But yeah, so it does a good job. So I'm not complaining there. But the bigger the better. You know they say size doesn't matter, but it really does. Sit on the floor and you won't need a desk. It saves money. Man, I wish I even had floor space. I don't even have floor space anymore. I got it stacked up with equipment now. I used to have floor space and I could play virtual reality, but now I can't. I've had to pack it up, sealed the holes up and everything. Sad times. I've uninstalled all my VR games so I can have space on my hard drive.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Shall we get the violin out for him? Shall we get the small violin out?
My first world problems.
Oh, bless. I think it's time to wrap up, is it?
Yeah, I've just got one more thing to mention. So
What's that?
So I worked on a reference sheet. So because I'm trying to get Charming Shadow back up and running, I need to get Lyra up and running as well quite soon. But I've made a reference sheet.
I have got a decent chair, but it's downstairs at my desk. I'm still on the wooden one, but yes, I have got a nice one.
Auntie Ange doesn't like these chairs. We tried.
One. No, it's just that I go really back on them.
That's because.
And I don't mind the gaming chairs when I'm doing the gaming.
Yeah.
But when I do my podcast,
that's because there's a little slot here. You got to make sure that's in, otherwise, yeah, you go back. But if you push it in, you shouldn't. Stops you.
Yeah, but I do have a new chair. Somebody gave me a chair, and that's at my desk.
Yeah, she's got a chair for her desk.
My desk is downstairs.
But that's not something we want to keep taking up and down, so we use the chair that we keep in my room. It's got a pillow on it this time. So it's made comfier. You should both sit on stools. No, this is my throne. This is what the Mindstorm sits.
No, that's what your girlfriend got you, and that's fine.
That too. She got me a throne. It's perfect.
Do you know a throne is also known as the loo?
Not that kind of throne.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But anyway.
So if you come in and you go, where's so-and-so? Oh, they're on the throne. In other words, they're on the...
They're having a dump.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, so
Yeah.
Charming Shadow.
Yeah, for you Americans.
My Charming Shadow, I've made a reference sheet for him that should be going up on Tuesday on the blog itself. I didn't think it was Patreon worthy. It's just something to get It's just a reference sheet. I got it. Big. Get beanbag furniture. That'd be
Oh
quite
yeah, you
comfy.
won't see me then.
You should just.
Asking.
But yeah, China Shadow reference sheet's going up on Tuesday, and I'm hoping to finish off the post soon, so I can get into routine with uploading that on a regular basis. What else? I got shorts as well. I asked my editor if she could do some shorts for me, and she's done them. She sent me 4 clips, and they're pretty funny. I got to show Auntie Ange. I haven't shown Auntie Ange. I plan to get them up soon as well. Also in future, I'm going to ask if my editor could take screenshots when she's working on a project for me. So then I can put them on Patreon. You can see all the work in progress for that. Because I'd love to show that. So yeah, so now anytime my editor does videos for me, she's also going to do shorts as well of the video. So then I can like put little snippets and some of the best parts or whatever. And they were good. I did laugh out loud to them. It was just the way she edits them together.
I like watching Katie Hopkins short things.
Yeah.
Her characters, from somebody who was well hated in England and everything, did Big Brother, a celebrity Big Brother, and come out with a complete and utter different personality. I think it did her the world of good.
Print me a few thousand Rick's Garden shirts. They'll sell like hotcakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
ticked
I
through.
can do that.
Speak to him through his links and email you.
Drop me a message, Rick, and we can discuss things further and get you up and running.
Yep. And he can do that for you.
Yeah.
Oops, hotcakes.
Hotcakes, huh? I can always Google it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, anything you want, just setting it up, and then you put a link through, and then we
hit me up, Rick, and we can set something up for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Obviously have to do the work because he can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to teach Auntie Ange how to do t-shirts.
Because he can't just yet.
Yeah, and until I get this sorted, which I feel like I'm barely making any progress.
It is. Will you stop it? Because I don't want to hit the decks. I pass out.
You should have heard what happened when I was at physio. She took... Was it this Tuesday? Did I do that this Tuesday? Oh, I didn't get to talk about that. So, right. So she got my arm, right? Because so, just for a bit of context, this is as far as my arm can move right now. She got my arm, tucked it into me, and then just squeezed. And all you hear is a... in the elbow. It was like, oh, I can feel that crunch. And she's like, yep, I heard that too.
And then I massaged it, and I felt a wobble.
Yeah, that... Auntie Ange's massages help relieve. Actually, I could do that again today.
I'll do some more again in a minute. I know, I'm very good at my massaging. Actually, my massaging now's finally got in with my hip.
Oh, good.
Because I trapped a nerve in my hip. And I was doing some massage, but I weren't going to put the pressure on because I could feel the pain. Now, if I was doing that to you, I would go, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. No.
Of course, Rick.
But with me, I was like, no, I'm not putting it in. And then my mate was laughing their heads off at me the other day, going, you're a holistic therapist and massaging, and you're not really massaging your own hip. I went, no, it's too politically painful. But I did get around on to do all reflexology on my hands, my feet, and massage my hip a bit.
Yeah. Because technically my arm is supposed to move at this point. What I've got is a medical problem right now, that my arm actually cannot move. Rick's Garden beer. That's a good idea.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, so this is a medical problem. My arm is supposed to move, but it can't. So yeah, I've been using not weights, but like weighted objects. Like I'd hold them when I'm chilling out and just let gravity kind of force it a bit. But then my arm stops at a certain point. It doesn't want to budge at that point. But I hope I'm making progress. I've lost some muscle in this arm. You can feel the bone a bit. This one's got a bit of meat on it. This one has not. This is lost muscle. Sad times. You know, I'll be stuck like this for 6 months.
We'll sort you out. That's what you think.
Now, it hasn't put me off paintball. I still do paintball again. It's just I'll be a bit more cautious where I run. I like every time you talk about your broken arm, Auntie Ange's face looks like...
Are you saying that one?
Pitybug, it's going to... This is a bit delayed. The new chat's a bit delayed. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? What while somebody's talking about something, I'm going,
Yes, every now.
oh, you was talking to the
Get some
neighbour, weren't
steroids.
you? And then you
I
were
don't
talking
need
about his
steroids.
knee, his friend's knee or something, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see what you mean now, that face.
So every now and then, if you see me put my arm up, that's just me trying to bend it a bit. Isn't...
Do your chores. Yeah.
I have been doing chores. That's the thing. I
Yeah,
still
you have. You fixed me tap, haven't you?
Yeah, despite the arm, I've actually.
I got this leak going on with because I have a fridge freezer. It's an American fridge freezer actually.
Yeah, we've got an American
Actually,
fridge freezer.
I've had it for years, and the piping started leaking. So I thought, well, don't bother with it because
we're going to move. So we took the piping off because we don't need to deal
completely
with it.
and disconnected it. So,
But because we haven't moved, we thought, and it like the heat is coming, so we thought the dogs are going to want some.
you wanted. I got ice
Callum's
bags
It's
done.
Callum actually.
I don't care. I did some ice bags up,
I
right?
don't
and
like-
he couldn't get into them because of the position of his arms.
Yeah.
So what they wanted to do was get the water and the ice up and running because it's connected.
Yeah, so-
Connect mains.
Before we do, so Auntie Ange has these little bags that you put in your tap, you turn the tap on, and it fills these little bubbles with ice. And then when you want ice, you break it up, you rip the part that you want to reveal, and just slide your ice out. I can't do that. My arm is not capable of doing that right now.
And we've had some extremely warm weather.
Yeah, and because of all the heat that's been going on lately, we kind of decided to...
I have a friend who's a plumber, and I couldn't find my spare piping. So I asked him if he could order me some, so he did. And on the parcel, it goes, what does it say? Addressed to Ange the Flange. That's what he put on the parcel. From Amazon, Ange the Flange.
Yeah.
Then we got it fixing up, and then we went to connect it to the pipe under the sink. So you have to, because I got a bit of loose of the old one because I just chopped. So Callum went to pull it. As he pulled it, he pulled the gripper at the same time, which then broke.
Well, we were trying to squeeze the gripper, but when we tried to squeeze it, it snapped anyway.
Yeah, well, it would do. It's years old.
Yeah.
So I then asked my friend to order me one of them. And when it arrived with slip it in. Not my name. Slip it in. That's how it arrived. Slip it in.
Yeah, to get a bit more understanding, so we wouldn't be able to freeze cups and put them in the freezer or put an ice tray in because of the way Auntie Ange stuffs the freezer. Our freezer is so full, we cannot fit things in. Because
the freezer size isn't most probably in America.
Yeah.
They're most probably massive, but in England
but
they're 40
our
little
freezer
things.
is just this short thing, and like you only put a few things in, it's full.
That's why I got an under-counter
Also,
freezer,
Auntie
but it's a
Ange
nightmare in there.
Auntie Ange keeps storing stuff, so like it doesn't
Extra
get moved
food.
for a long time, so
Extra food that I make. Homemade food.
so it's packed up. But yeah, so what happened is we because the freezer's got an ice maker and stuff and runs filtered water, so we wanted to get it up and running again. So we got a new tube, reconnected it to the filter, went to try
and then you screwed it in.
Yeah, went to try and link it up to the piping, the under piping. So as we tried to disconnect the old pipe that was still stuck to, like, so we cut a piece of the old pipe off because we didn't need it anymore, but it's still attached to the little tap that
I told him that.
yeah, no, I'm just getting
Right.
describing it better. And yeah, we broke it. So got the order, your funny little name on the order. And I by myself, while I'm home alone with my busted arm, I'm piecing this all together, screwing it in. I still make you tease. When you come in with one arm, mostly.
Right. Yes, Rick, we do have plastic trays to put our ices in, but again, I don't have the room. Secondly,
Literally, it's
if
a
I'm
wall
going
of
to get my ice dispenser up and running again, to me it's pointless buying the trays to do it. Unless I've got to do my herbs, I can put herbs in them soon. But once I get sorted out, I will do. And thirdly, shall I tell you something really, really cringy what I used to do with my ice trays? When I used to booby feed my kids, and I used to have extra milk.
Okay, right.
I used to put them in the ice trays, stick them in the freezer, so when I was coming off breastfeeding, then used to get the milk that way.
Lovely. Anyway, so no, the problem is literally the freezer.
Was he doing it?
The freezer is packed to the brim. That you open the door. The door's the only thing holding everything up right now. Like sometimes things will fall out because of just how it is. It's a nightmare. The freezers aren't big enough.
I do homemade cooked doggy food as well.
And then we also have another freezer, like an under freezer thing that sits under our stairs. That's packed to the brim as well.
It's not. It's nearly empty now.
It will kind of, yeah, but like that's still stuffed a lot. But it's still hard to access because of where
We've
it
still
is.
got a few boxes in front of it
Yeah.
because we're moving, so we haven't bothered. And it's like
Well,
you've got to move the
we
boxes
were moving.
to get into the cupboard. Then you've got to move the box in front of the fridge freezer to get in there.
So literally, got no room. And I think some of the freezer space is taken up from the automated system that makes the ice and the water and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I got nothing else.
Hello. Oh, your face when I said about the breast milk.
Yes, we didn't need to talk about that. Good God, woman.
Mike's husband partner, their dad, upset me once and I put breast milk in his coffee.
Put the other stuff, standing freezer stuff in the freezer under stairs, and you'll get ice tray space. It won't work. We just need to start getting.
We've got it up and running anyway now. We've got the ice.
Yeah, we've got it all up and running, so it's fine. So we just get fresh ice
all
the time for free. So.
And then, what do you call it? When I go back into my herbs and cooking again, I'll start freezing my herbs. I've got some frozen herbs in the fridge anyway.
We need to start emptying the freezer. That's what it is. We need to just start getting rid of stuff, don't we? I don't think I've seen that freezer empty in years. But yeah, that's it. So, country roads.
Take me home.
DIY your flowers. I've got my shorts.
Had a lovely meal last night for a belated one.
Trying to get Charming Shadow active again. How do you run a town if you can't figure out how to freeze an ice tray?
Love you, Rick. Love you.
Alrighty. So, well, hey, message me, Rick. Send me a message on Discord or something. We can do a bit of back and forth, and we can get some designs and stuff.
Emails.
Can do. It's because he's messaged me on Discord before.
Yeah.
We can discuss designs and stuff. And we can start selling your t-shirts and print you some stuff off. You may even get a freebie for yourself, you know.
Cap.
Yeah.
They like the caps. And
yeah, you can get the trucker style cap with the printing. Yeah, send me a message. We can discuss this. Anyway,
do it in 3 hours time because I'm nicking him for 3 hours.
Yeah. One last thing though as well. My headphones are breaking. The top is cracked again, so I strapped it with tape just to hold it together. I've got the headphones that Emily's dad got me, but these I'm literally treating this like gold right now. This has been preserved. Got 20 subscribers, we'll make millions. Of course. But yeah, so I don't want to mess with these yet. I don't want to take these apart. I don't want to mess with them because I know one day the electrics on these will stop, or it'll get so broken that I can't repair it anymore.
Find your orange tape. Orange tape over it.
Yeah, well, that's over there somewhere. But one day these are going to stop working, and then I'll have to. Then that's when I bring out these ones. But
the boys.
You can't buy these anymore. So, or if you do, you got to find it in some dodgy way. So, once these are completely dead, so all I do is I just buy a replacement band in the future. I'm just gonna. So that's what I did. This is a replacement. This isn't the original headband. I buy a replacement. I'll just fix it later, but I can't be bothered to do it right now. And then one day. Right, yeah, I guess that's everything. I'm hoping to put my shorts up on the gaming channel soon. I'm going to record some more videos, send it to my editor, and then get some more stuff can't buy orange ones anymore. You can't buy these particular ones anymore in orange. They don't sell them.
I hope you can't.
Oh, I hope you can't. Wow.
I know, that's devastating.
That's
It's
mean.
Really, yeah.
Right, banned. Block.
Oh.
Punish off the channel for like 20 hours. Alrighty, yeah. So I'm gonna record some more videos soon, maybe tomorrow, and I'll start posting my shorts as well as my full videos, because I've been wanting to do shorts for a while. You know, I've been talking about it for ages, but my editor does it, so it's brilliant. Orange is an amazing color.
Why do you think orange is an evil colour?
Orange is best color, and it looks even cooler when it's mixed with black. So, orange and black. Right, I'm gonna start wrapping up. So Blue's getting excited because he knows we're ending now. When your headphones break, your soul will be released and find another victim to obsess. Oh, Pitybug! If only you knew what's going on right now. If only you knew what's in the works at the moment. Oh, if only you knew. Praise the headphones. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start wrapping things up. Patreon.com/Mindstorm Productions. Give us support. We got Caino, the VIP, while he's still VIP. Nggyunglydngraady, Pitybug, and Scary Mary, the Furious 5. Permit 50 or so different Rick's Garden shirts designs, and I'll pick up from there. Fair enough. Message me, Rick. Literally, message me in the Discord or something. We can actually talk. Check out website. And also you follow us on our social medias. And that'll be everything. Yes.
So bye-bye from me.
Other things are in the works. So see ya.
Bye-bye for him.
Bye.
Bye-bye for the doggies.
Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Say that it feels right.